Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Chicago White Sox. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog, and normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great command. A couple of good innings might be all it takes to get him back on track.
We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher in this game, Martin Perez. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average. So he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Up now for Milwaukee, number 63. And that's in for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. Pitch misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Got him. And there's 1 away. And here's the catcher.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Swing and a miss.
No
That's
ball.
strike 1.
1 strike.
Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer.
Ball.
And that's outside. And 1-1.
1-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Off the mark there. And it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
0-1.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a broken bat flare. Rojas throws on to first. Yelich is out, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. This is Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Logan Henderson.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Here's Josh Rojas. That one fouled off. On the ground to third. Nice grab. Throw to first. first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions, hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to...
よっしゃ。レジェンドに落としとくか。よいしょ。はい。
Get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Austin Slater stands in. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball.
Slater
One strike.
matched a homer in his last game. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Man,
No
he
ball.
really sells
Two
the
strikes.
changeup with that arm action.
One down, bases empty. Just missed.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's Mike Tauchman, leading the AL in batting average. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Just missed. Here goes the runner. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Man at first, one away. And it remains 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And now it's Luis Robert. High fly ball out to left field. Chourio under it. Squeezes it. And that's the third out. So one left for the White Sox. We played an inning. No score. Here on the south side, now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic. You watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
Next offering is in for a strike. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. No score here in the second. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And here is Joseph Ortiz. Two outs. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that one is downstairs. And the count 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Benintendi launched a homer in his most recent game. Henderson back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
So up next, Andrew Vaughn. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
In the air out towards right center. Reaching for it and brings it in. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. No score. All set for the start of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Isaac Collins. Right side, hard hit. In time to Vaughn. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. So digging in, Garrett Mitchell.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
ほんまや、マイクオフになってました。
Swing and a miss.
あれ
Mitchell.
いつの間にオフになってたんや。
In the 8th spot in today's lineup, a former first-round pick in 2020.
言われるまで入ってる思ってましたね。
Top of the 3rd, no score.
さっきからかいいかいいばっかり言ってんだけど。あー、またモール。かいいな、かいい。お習字や。めっちゃ足かゆい。難波さん並みにかゆい。かいいな、かいいな。
Now it's the shortstop, Freddie Zamora. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Goes down looking. Brewers go down quietly, and we are still scoreless.
レジェンドにしても打ちにくい。10対0のブリュワーズから試合再開。4連勝して前の試合負けましたからね。
Clips the corner, strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
あー、かゆ。
The shortstop takes the ball. In the air, very deep to right field. Collins takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Matt Theis comes up to hit here. Fouled off. He was late.
What?
Pretty well struck.
Ah, ballに当たった。
He sends it out of here. It's 1-0.
そのままホームラン。
This crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath.
ちょうど横棒に当たりまし
Every
た。
time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it
完
stays
璧
fair
に持
long
ってか
enough.
れた。
And now Josh Rojas. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball.
よいしょ。
Fires to first in time. So 2 down now, and here is Austin Slater. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to
ホー
it,
ムラン
and
取
a
り消し
teaser
バッターアウト。
just off the edge of the plate.
That clips the corner.
結構この審判、
Really had some run and finished
ボール球
up
ストライ
and
クいい
just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And the 0-2. Got him. And the inning is over. But the White Sox get 1 on a homer. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. On to the 4th. Now it's going to be
そう
number
いや、なん
63.
か、あれですね。審判があまりにもひどい
That
判
one
定する
finds
か
the zone. That's strike 1.
ら、メジャーのコミッショナ
Percent of
ー
his
が
strikes. You're doing that.
調査する
You
と
can
か
have
言
a
ってなん
really
か
good
やっ
day
とっ
out
た
there
らし
right now.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 strikes.
い。なんか、賭け事やってんちゃうかとかなんとか言って。
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And there's one down.
ベテラン審判何試合か試合出るよう
Here's
に
the
なったと
Brewers
か言って
catcher
ましたけ
now.
ど。
Struck out looking his first time. And ball 1.
審判が処分されるっていう、珍しいですね。
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Comes up empty.
Yeah.
That's strike 2.
1 ball.
The
2
White
strikes.
Sox up by a run. Top half of inning number 4. The changeup
おー、危
missing.
な。
2-2.
2-2.
あー、また入ってる。
Him out for the second time today.
Oh, nice job right there. He
8
struck
個目
him
の
out
三
twice.
振
The。pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another
あ
quality
んだ
pitch
け
for the
審
strikeout.
判も判定下手くそやったらもう AI で十分ですね。
Yelich in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
ベテラン審判って割には判定がめちゃくちゃやで。
Now one missed. Pitch misses. It's 2-2.
審判廃止にして全部 AI にして。
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Ball 3. Full count.
On the ground right side, Sosa sends it to first.
三
And he
振
has
を
thrown
かまし
4
た。
shutout innings. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the White Sox 1 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back. Leading off, Mike Tauchman.
Definitely
タック、
classify
タ
Tauchman
ッ
as
チ
a
マンじゃ
one
な
of
い。
those gritty
なんか
players.
タックマンって
Willing
こ
to
れ
do whatever, get on base, get around the bases.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. The wind and the pitch. That
Ball
misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Roberto Jr.
Robert stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit hard, base
ああ、
hit.
落ちちゃった。
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Benintendi batting with one down takes a strike.
ベニテンディ。レッド時代はお世話になりました
Ready
ね
to。fire now. Robert
あ
on
あ、
the go.
走り寄った。
Throws.
完全にやら
That's
れ
a
た。
stolen base. Man at second.
Ball 1.
ああ、際どいな。
1 ball. 2 strikes.
あれで見たら全然ボールですね。
To the right side, and that one handled on to first.
He's out.
And Benintendi is out. So up next for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. Fly to center his first time.
おう。おう。
That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Robert on third with 2 out.
あー、抜けていった。取られたか。
Well done, drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time.
はい。話し合いで。一人やっときますか。
That's outside. 1-0. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Now Colson Montgomery. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Montgomery.
2 on, 2 outs.
持ってかれた。
That's back there.
あーちゃー。やられてるな。
And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
2 outs, nobody on. And up next for Chicago, Matt Thaiss. He's already homered in this game.
Well, really rough inning out there. This is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
And a base hit right there.
今季最下位チームに打たれてますね。今季最下位。
So up next, Josh Rojas.
これはもうあかんっすね。緊急交代。
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Jarred Koenig.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
リアルメジャーで一番負けてるとこって、あれですね、コロラドロッキーズですね。もう50敗やってますやん。相当負けてますな。
That's in there. 0-1.
勝ち星が12しかなくて、負けが50あるっていう。借金だらけですよ。
Swings through that. Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 3-run bomb for the White Sox. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio.
アストロが1位なんや。
Perez back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, these
なんと
Brewers,
か
they're
打
not
た
going to
ない
be
と
happy
こ
with
れ。
the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back
抑
half
え
of
ら
the
れす
game,
ぎ
and they're
てる。
still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Oh, and 2 now. Strike
Ah,
three.
tama
Got
sa
him looking
Sansin.
on the changeup.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he
9
wants
個
with the
目の
baseball right
三
now.
振。
And here's the first baseman. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
三振がちょっと多すぎですね。
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that's way high. Now 1 and 2.
Too close for me,
まだ
partner, to
50
take
球
that
しか投げ
0-2
てないな。
fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Now a screamer into the outfield.
取ら
No
れた。
trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
まだヒット出てないんちゃいます多分。
2 down, bases empty. Joseph Ortiz.
なんと
the
か
next to
一本
hit.
打たんとノーヒットノーランやられそう。
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And that is out of play. Two outs.
わお。
Fights that one away. Still 1
な
and
ん
2.
か微妙に
Well, this
ボールっ
offense has
ぽい
just
です
been
ね。
locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Foul ball
いや
still
ー
a
これも
1
ボー
and
ル
2
っぽい
count.
な。
The Brewers yet to pick up a hit here. Two down, nobody on. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the White Sox 5 and the Brewers nothing. Back here on the south side, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Austin Slater.
ジョン&ハゲで。
And that's through there for a strike.
You know, these White Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
ジョン&ハゲと。
0-2.
ハゲクリスさんと。
Right side, and that chance handled. Steps on first for the out.
Now that is right fielder Mike Tauchman.
And next to hit for the Sox, Mike Tauchman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
そのキレもわちゃわちゃハイティング見てもらわんと。
And delivers outside. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Luis Robert now 1 for 2. Inside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Lined into right.
あ
That's
ー、
a
しも
hit.
た。
And that extends the inning.
ベース入ってないな。
Now that is left fielder. And
Benintendi up here. 0 for 2 in this one.
わ
To
ー
right
っと、
field, way back.
また持ってかれた。 打ち
His
まくり
second
やな。
over this series. It's 7-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yeah,
第
seeing the
7
ball
号
well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hit just popped. Hands came through, a nice little wag to it. Carried out
なかっ
nicely.
たことにとか言って。
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Andrew Vaughn.
難易度ちょっと落としましょうか。ファールオブフェイムやったんすけど、オールスターに落としますわ。
That's down and in.
これでやめてまうわけにはいかんのでね。せっかくこれやっとるからね。
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
41分が無駄になりますからね。
Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball 2.
あ
When
と
the
は
skipper
何
calls down to the
点
bullpen,
取
he's
り返せ
expecting
る
the
か
guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
The 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
どっかの
Hit weakly on the ground. Ortiz.
配信者さんはホームランを打たれてリセットして。
But the White Sox with a 2-run homer. It's now 7-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
まずはヒットを打たんとね、このままやとほんまにやばい。
Back at right field. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Isaac Collins. There's
よ
a
っし
swing
ゃ、
and
打
a
った、打っ
drive.
た、打った、打った、抜けろ、抜けろ、抜けろ。入っ
That
た、ホー
skips
ム
over
ラ
the
ン。
fence, so it's an automatic
ワン
double.
バウンド
Well,
ホ
there's
ーム
something
ラン。
really nice about getting
Yeah,
yourself an
so-
automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without
No
having to worry
hit, no
about a
run
throw or
がな
getting
く
your
なりま
uniform
した。
dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jump home as well.
アウ
Garrett
ト。
Mitchell now at the plate. Swing and a miss.
ワンバウンドホームランで。
No balls. 1 strike.
Swings through that one.
ボールや。
Activity in the pen for the White Sox.
No ball.
Gus
Two
Varland
strikes.
getting loose out there. Gilbert, a left-hander.
スライ
also
ダー
throwing.
ない割になんかよう曲がるような気がする。
Fights that one away.
エン
The
タ
count
イトル
remains
ダブルプレ
0-2.
ー。ああ、
Next offering is outside.
なんかあの球カットって割にやったら横行ってますね。スライダー投げてんのかいうぐらい。あ
That missed by a lot. And the count is even 2-2.
あーっと。 あー、ショートゴロ。
Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Freddie Zamora.
So digging in, Freddie Zamora.
Zamora.
His first at bat was a strikeout.
ここは1点取りたいですね。
They say you win.
Well, guys throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter. You got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Ground ball to the right side.
まあまあ、1
Now
点
two
はもらい
away,
ま
they
し
get
た
a
ね。
run across.
Well, there it is, a little old school manufacturing of a run after that double. Ground out to get him over and another ground out to get him in. Nice job to get that RBI.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Martin Perez gives way, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher for the White Sox, Jake Eder.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman.
カーブ、サークル、カッタ
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
今のボールや
Two
な。
down, base is empty, but one run across, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Gets him to chase after that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. But they push across one run on one base hit. No errors. No one left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. White Sox 7 and the Brewers 1. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Second baseman, Luis Sosa.
ああ、まあそこまでひどないですね。メジャーランク。イニングではえらいダントツ1位ね。三振とフォアボールも。
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses across the first. And a quick out number one. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Late swing, foul to the left. Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
ああ、もう疲れてきた言ってる。
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike,
that one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw to second is offline. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Jared
Koenig done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. A new arm into the game, the righty, Yoel Payamps.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here is Josh Rojas. Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. In comes the run from second. It's 8-1.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Slater now the box comes up empty with a swing there. Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slater, 32 years old. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. Ground ball left side, and it gets by him. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Mike Tauchman steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. And it's fouled off.
あかんときほんまに変えてもみんな打たれるんですね。
2 aboard, 2 outs. And that one is inside ball 1.
いや今の入ってるやんか。
That's too low. 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
抜ける。でまたホーム行く。
The run comes in, and it's an 8-run lead. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak, and there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
15試合連続ヒット。
It does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second.
何しとんや。どこ投げたんや。2点入ってまうがな。
2 runs are in. It's 11-1.
Oh, you hate to make mistakes with base runners, whether it's giving up a home run or making an error like that, and it's costly.
キャッチャー取って投げたはいいけど、どこ投げとんや言うて。で、またレフト取って投げたらまた間に合わへんっていう。この取った男もうちょっとこう飛びつかんとね、あんな単に取るだけになってるから練習試合ですね、これは。10点差になってもか。
And that's ball 1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game
珍しいエラーの連続で。だいぶもうやる気がなくなってますね。
But yeah, you definitely expect.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So it's 4 runs for him on 4 hits, 1 error, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the White Sox 11 and the Brewers 1.
さあ、1
This
点取ら
one
な
isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off
10
script for a
点差っ
moment.
て
I'm
すごい
game.
な。
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
That one the other way.
取るんかい、取るんかい。うまいな、このショート。取ってからがまた早い。やりますな、このショート。流れがまた変わってきますね、あれ。
And first offering is fouled off. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, These are the elite players, and so they
ひろゆ
adjust, and
き
they've
さ
done a
んの
great
コ
job
メント
adjusting.
です。
Absolutely.
真
And
面
just
目
you
にやっ
tip
て
your
もら
hat
っ
to
ていい
these
です
guys
か
because not an easy adjustment,
これは
but
ピ
they
ッ
look
チャー
like
の
they've
やら
been
か
doing
し
it their
ですよ
entire lives.
Ball 2.
Close, but call the ball. 2-1.
今のショートうまいな。
That one to first.
Ah.
Vaughn takes it himself,
That's an out.
and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Jackson Choria up now for the Brewers.
ショート誰なんすかね、これ。わ
Swings and
ー
fouls one off.
お。若手の調理を。
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one out in front that time.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
And 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Way
Full
high.
count.
えらいなんか音楽よう流れますね。お
That's a
ー、
base hit.
やっ
So
と
a
ライ
two-out
ト
now
前。
keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
And now, number 28 swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Chorio leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a rocket out to
あー、
left.
正面や。
And Benintendi able to make the grab. And that is that. Brewers strand 1. They trail by double digits, 11-1.
なんかカエルみたいな
Welcome
キャラ
back.
ですね。
Taking a look at our game summary.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi から。
And first offering is fouled off. A little bit
Ball,
low.
that's too low.
Wow.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
ほんまによう打つな。
So man aboard. Next to hit, Andrew Vaughn. Just
No, that's
missed.
down.
Outside with a breaking ball.
タヤンプ
Runner in
さんも
scoring
なん
position,
か
nobody out.
打
You're
た
at
れ
the
ま
bottom
く
of
っ
the
てるな。
7th. And that one fouled off.
No,
Just missed.
outside.
And it's fouled away. Line drive.
あー、これは取ったと思ったら取れてない。
Base hit. And now two
これま
aboard.
たヒット。
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
So up next for Chicago, Lenny and Sosa, 1 for 3. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the
うん、
bullpen.
よう打たれるな。
Here comes a new arm for the Brewers.
あ
And
ー、
no
ウリ
Uribe.
ベさん
And
か。
with the big deficit on the
若
scoreboard,
手のウ
he
リベ
almost
さん。
has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
There's a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. And that is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Now one missed.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
おー、
That
100
one
マ
in
イル。
triple digits. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with
ス
that
トレ
first
ート
shoulder,
が
but was
速い
able
ん
to
ですね、
slow his
ウリ
back
ベ
down
さん
just
は。
enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Just misses with
あー、
that
入って
one.
ないんかい。
Full count.
球やな。
He goes down looking.
あー、これは取ってくれた。
Really good battle right there, and that final
I'm
pitch
not
probably could have
timeout.
gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And up next for Chicago,
まあ、ギリ
Colson
ギリ入っ
Montgomery.
てますよね、これ。
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
モンゴメリー。
Runners at first and second with one gone. Next pitch is outside.
安眠ゴルフ予約しました。あれですか。もうごめんり。ゲオで予約したんすか。
And down on strikes. 2 down.
ゲオアプリで。
So first and second with 2 outs. Stepping in, Matt Theis.
It
あ
may be a long shot, but a
あ、なん
triple here
か
will give him the
もらえ
cycle.
るらしいですよね、予約したらあれ。
Inside,
No, inside.
just missed.
Well, triple digits on the gun.
PS5.
I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
まあ、スイッチ2はまた何年後か後に。
Just
ああ、
missed.
際どい。だいぶやっぱあれ、性能みたいですね。
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Mitchell snags it, and that is that.
ワンツーね。
White Sox strand a couple, but they're on
なんかシ
autopilot,
ナリオ
leading
も
11-1.
追加しとるみたいですよね。ドラクエ
And
12
welcome
が
back
ほ
to the
んまに
ballpark. Here's the third
全く
baseman,
出えへん。
Joseph Ortiz. Eater back to work. Way
1-0.
inside, gets out of the way.
なんかスクエニと TBS ゲームがなんかゲーム発表し
Struggled
て
a
ま
little
したよ
bit in
ね。
this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's counter.
FF のなんか9のリメイク
The
と
next
か
offering
言ってましたけど
misses.
結
Three
局何も
balls,
出
no
てこなかったで
strikes.
すね。あれも前から言うてる割に全然出る気配がないですね。
Center field. Robert moves under it.
単なる噂だ
Hauls
け
it
なん
in
か。
for the out. And there's one away. Isaac Collins up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1.
来年でもバイオ9が出ますから、
Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
No ball. Two strikes.
Ball one there. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are two down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that
ね、
one.
予約特典
Two
っ
outs,
て
base
鈴
is
木さん
empty.
のキーホル
Next
ダ
for
ー
the
じゃないんで
Brewers,
すよね。
Garrett Mitchell.
はい、鈴木さんのキーホルダーとかやったら面白いですけど。
Late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that fastball
No
right
ball.
by him. Gives him a little bit
One
of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman, Josh Rojas.
鈴木のキーホルダー。メガネかけた案内役みたいな。
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Uribe throws what a lot of people consider to be a power sinker. Throws it with serious velocity, but it moves a ton and it stays down. In the dirt, nice pick.
Great job from the first baseman to get a little dirty on the play for the catch. Just because
あ
it
れ
looked
は
easy,
受け
that
ます。
doesn't mean it was.
ちょっとなんか抜けたような顔で、キーホルダーなっとったら面白いですけど。
Here's the White Sox DH, Austin Slater.
And Boog, against a guy like this, you grab your backup bat out of the rack. You don't want to take your gamer up there because you know there's a good chance it's coming back broken.
No ball.
Base is empty,
Two
one
strikes.
away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Yeah.
That one in the dirt, and it's 1-2. What's the approach when you're facing a guy like this, Chris?
Don't look down in the zone because you'll end up chasing something that's out of the strike zone. Make him elevate the pitch because he's not as effective at the top of the strike zone. You've got a better chance of having success. He doesn't flinch at all with the front shoulder, stays nice and closed behind in the count, and hits this ball
ライ
beautifully.
ト前ヒット
And
が
the batter now, Mike Tauchman. There's the strike. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Chorio makes the grab for the second out.
Center fielder, Luis Roberts.
Luis Robert Jr. will hit next. That catches the outside corner. Strike one.
まあなんか、あれ見とったら、
And he takes a
戦
strike.
う感じの
Perhaps
ゲーム
not
が
quite
多い
ready
で
to
すね。なん
hit.
か
First
新
two
作発表
pitches
見とった
by
ら。
him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
わー、やばい。
Struck out towards right center.
やられてもうた。
High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
I'm sure he's happy with the automatic double, but you know he's wondering if it cost him an RBI right there. He put a great swing on it, drove it well, but a little bit of bad luck on the bounce. So now we'll see if they can get another 2-out hit and possibly drive in a pair.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Abner Uribe is done, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third. So looking for some help there. Back in a minute. Now on the bump, Elvis Peguero.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Slater on third. Robert on at second with 2 down. Next offering is down low.
ボールやな。
Knee high. That's in for a strike.
No, down.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Chorio gets under it, and that is the
や
third
っ
out
と
of the
抑え
inning.
た。あれ。実況
Here
なんも
on the
なかっ
south
た。
side, we go to the ninth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Freddie Zamora. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike. Ball. No.
And a swing and a
ああ、
miss
全
there.
然ボールや。
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And there's a
う
ball.
わ
Caught
ー、
a
危な。
break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside
際
corner.
どいな。あー、なんかボールっぽいな。
Rojas hustling after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers.
さあ、大打しを。
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Bryce Terang, 1 out, the base is empty for him. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
The White Sox up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Coming on Robert, and he's there, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
あー、ノーヒットや。
Number 90 in the box with 2
代
gone.
打、代
And
打。
takes a look at a called strike.
キャッチャーか。
Pinch hitter coming on, William Contreras. Looking for a two-out spark with the
コン
bases
トレ
empty.
ラス。
0-2 now as he swings through it.
No balls. 2 strikes.
One strike away. Stays alive.
So glad these
うん、
ballparks
ま
have
あ、チャ
installed
ン
the
さん、モンハン
netting
の
to
動画上が
protect
り
the
ます。
fans, keep things safer all around the league.
モンハンやってたんかな。
Two outs. And that one is in the dirt. And a count 1-2.
ああ、約2時間ぐらいやってたんですね。
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first. And
12
Mike
時
Fillmore
間
right
前
on it.
配
He
信って
says
こ
he
とは
held
夜
up.
中にやってたんかな。
This
真夜
one
中にやっとっ
changeup.
た
And
ん
the
す
count
か
is
ね。
filled up. Christian Yelich up next for the
う
Brewers.
ん、約2時間ぐらいやっとったみたい。
Lifted to left, and that should do it.
打ち上げた。
And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox take this one in a blowout.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
An 11-1 final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The
こ
Show,
こまで
I'm
打た
John
れんのも
Schaub.
珍
Thanks
しい
for
な。
joining us.
レジェンドちょっと下げなあかんですね。延長に入ります。ファールオブフェイムに落とさなあかんですね。はじめにこの棒に当たるやつから始まったんですね。これで連敗か。まあずっと勝っとったから、負けて、やっと5月ですな。5月1日。ああ、ここでインチキアストロズ3連戦。カブスも3連戦か。今んとこ3ゲームか。貯金が7。メッツ、フィリーズ。ダイヤモンドバックス最下位か。ヤンキーレッド。ね、阪神がまだ1位。2番手がホワイトソックスなんですね。ね、レンジャー、マリナーズ。でもアストロ4番やったんですね。5割か。ようやく5月か。さあ、終わりましょうか。なんか食べようかな。よいしょ。さあ、ダブルヘッダー。 まっちゃんさん、これ浪人やるんちゃいますかね？やらんのかな？今んとこなんかやる気配はないか。はーい、ありがとうございました。もしかしたら浪人やるんかもしらんすけど。さあ、では。